back in a big way, y'all. We're about to go see Caroline. Get my iced coffee. Let's freaking go. Good morning from beautiful, sunny, exquisite Los Angeles. I'm home, back in the hood. I am back in LA and it feels so freaking good. Oh my gosh. Boston is so fun, but this is the hometown. Like, this is where it's freaking at. So I just parked at a little cafe. Caroline and I are gonna grab some coffee and I'm gonna have some lunch, and then we're getting our nails done because these babies maybe look good from a distance, but the grow out is real. So I need a little freshening up. Sorry, I keep looking behind me. There's like 5 police cars over there and I'm like, oh, what have we here? What's going on? The mean streets of Glendale are apparently popping off this morning. Yeah, I am just so glad to be back. The last like couple of days were really hard in Boston because of, guess what? Another ghosting situation. Was just trying to have a cute little hookup in Boston and it happened and then I was ghosted. So yeah. I'm not gonna get into it too much because I just don't even want to give this person the time of day or like address it at all. But needless to say, that was like a real gut punch, and I do sort of feel like some sort of hex or curse has been put on me where I am just being ghosted left and right these days. Something is in the air. So yeah, pray for your girl, but nothing is going to hit like a little coffee and gab with my girl Caroline. And it's just been so nice this morning hanging out with Ethan and Petey, and I literally cried when I got in the car when Ethan picked me up at the airport. I like burst into tears and he was like, whoa. And it was so good seeing Petey. I cried then too. So yeah, if my eyes look a little puffy, that is why. There've been a lot of tears so far, but they're tears of joy about just being back, and I slept so well last night. So yeah, let's do this day. Back with Caroline. The remnants of our delicious brunch.
And now we get our nails.
A good gab session. Now we're getting nails done.
Is it a video?
Yeah, it's just a quick video. We gotta document this process. I am headed home. I stopped quickly at Target to get some bits and bobs because I didn't really have much food in the house because I've been out of town. But I wanted to show you my nails. They kind of look similar to the last ones, but I promise they're different. They're pink instead of red. Look at that. That's beautiful. I freaking love my nail technician. If you're not going to Farrah's Beauty Lounge and you live in LA, what are you doing? Like, that's where you should be getting your nails done. It was so good to see Caroline. We had such a good catch up, and Caroline's going out of town on Wednesday, which is low-key devastating because I feel like I just got them back, but I'll survive. They get back on Monday. Anyway, we caught up on all the things and it was really nice. It was so good to see them, and I really feel like being back in LA, my personality is returning. I feel most myself. So yeah, I'm gonna go home and probably spend some outside time with Petey and finish my book. And then the White Lotus finale is tonight, which I'm so hype about. So yeah, I'll see you all later. Oof. Today felt hard, y'all. Haven't run in a week and 2 days, and I was feeling it. I was slow. I was moving slow. The muscles were tight. But that's okay. We're gonna get back to it this week. Hey friends. Happy Monday. It is a Monday midday, kind of early afternoon, and I'm just sitting down with my coffee, and I thought we'd do a little catch up together. I'm back at work, seeing clients again, and honestly, I feel pretty rejuvenated so far after my week off. It's feeling good. Yeah, just feeling like I have more energy to give of myself than I had before the vacay. So that's how you know that you needed a break, because I was starting to get really burnt out. 2 more sessions today, and then tonight Ethan and I are going to see John Mulaney at Largo, which is a really intimate venue actually in Beverly Hills that we love. And oh my gosh, we both love John Mulaney, so that's gonna be sick. I don't love him as much post Anna Tendler, like now that he's all like, I don't know, square jawed in the face and kind of like not as big of a wife guy as he used to be, but still love him, still find him hilarious. So I think that will be fun. But yeah, I did just also want to give a little bit of an update on like dating stuff, because I told you about the ghosting situation, or I alluded to the ghosting situation in Boston, and I'm now also being ghosted again by the OG ghoster, Ghosty Boy. If you know, you know, who I've now been on a couple dates with and who ghosted me initially and appears to be ghosting me again. I texted him on Saturday midday and I haven't heard from him, and it's Monday afternoon. So I'm just kind of feeling, and I was having a talk with Ethan last night about this, I'm kind of feeling like gut punched by dating again. Like I just sort of feel like it's not for me right now. I'm too fragile for this. It's not fun right now. It's just stressful and I just feel really used. And this is kind of random, but I was watching the White Lotus finale last night with Ethan, which I loved. I know people are like not really into it, but I was obsessed. And the whole relationship between Rick and Chelsea, and how basically like her working so hard to try to help him heal his emotional trauma ended up getting her killed. It was a little bit of a wake-up call for me, and just a reminder of like, I'm working too hard to make these men feel better about themselves, when what is it doing for me? At least at this time, what is it doing for me, you know? And being with someone like Ethan, who like makes my life easier and like cooks dinner for me every night, picks me up from the airport, makes me laugh like every day, and actively, cleaned the entire house before I got home on Saturday night, so it was like spotless when I came home. Like, dating these men right now is not feeling easy or light or fun. It's feeling like emotional labor. And Ethan was saying, he's like, if it's not feeling like fun right now, like maybe like just take a pause and like do it when it feels fun again. And so I'm gonna talk that over with my therapist tomorrow and just see what she thinks, because like I do enjoy dating and it's part of who I am to be a non-monogamous person. And like there have been times where it's felt fun. This is not one of those times. So I'm kind of considering like getting off the apps, like shutting things down, at least maybe until the summer, and continuing to check in with myself around what are we doing here. So yeah.
Just get a video of that before the fall.
Sexy. I know, but these are so delicate.
Yep.
Look at that, Georgina. Ooh, it's so long.
Well, if you didn't get the footy, did it really happen?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm getting it.
I was the one who said how does he hit me up?
Hello, good morning. It's Tuesday. Well, it's the afternoon, so it's not really a good morning, but yeah, I wanted to fill y'all in about last night, our little John Mulaney date. It was so fun. That show was crazy. John Mulaney was like on fire. It was like a little bit of a slow start. You could tell he was like easing into things, but by the last like 30 minutes of the show, we were in fits. We were in hysterics. Ethan was like, I haven't seen you laugh like that in a while. And I said, that's because I haven't. So that was fun. And then the last, it was like John Mulaney and Friends. So he did the majority of it, but then he also had this guy whose name I don't remember, who was kind of funny. And then this guy named Langston Kerman. And then Nick Kroll closed the show. And I love Nick Kroll. Ethan and I are big Mouth fans. So it was just amazing to see him. He was so funny. And it was cool because both John Mulaney and Nick Kroll were working out new material. And so they were literally just like looking at their notes or like looking at their phone to remember the like bits that they were trying out. And even in spite of this being new material that they haven't like worked on a lot, I guess, it was so funny. It was really cool to see a stand-up set like in its infancy, but also coming from such studied comedians. Like Nick Kroll was clearly, this is the first time he was making a lot of these jokes and just trying them out, but it was still so funny. Like you just know you're in the hands of a professional, a seasoned professional, when they're trying stuff out for the first time and you're still crying laughing. And Nick Kroll's like voices and his mannerisms just make everything funny. But the last story he told in his set, like I hope that he works that into some special or something, because it had me rolling. So anyway, very fun night. The one thing I'll say is this guy Langston Kerman, his like opening bit was just straight up homophobic in my opinion. He was like doing this whole thing about how he was like ashamed that he'd made out with a guy, and it turned out that he's an actor on the show The English Teacher, and like his character had to make out with Brian Jordan Alvarez, who like created that show. And he was like making fun of himself for like having to have done that, and like, oh, people are gonna think I'm like such a loser. And it's like, that's not funny. That's just straight up homophobic. So that made me uncomfortable. And he wasn't that funny either. Like, I don't know. I was just like, oh, I think you like low-key kind of hate gay people. So not the vibe. And then this morning I've already had 3 sessions. It's been a busy day so far. I've got 2 more and then therapy. This is my first therapy session since before Thanksgiving. Can you believe? I sure can't. So I'm like absolutely chomping at the bit to see my therapist. I'm like, girl, buckle in, because we've got a few things to cover. She's not even going to know what hit her. So yeah, I mean, the timing couldn't be more perfect. Like she knew. She was like, uh-oh, I smell the rising anxiety of one of my clients. I must come back from maternity leave. So I hope her baby's well, but I need her attention now.
Why is Petey's foot
I'm
in
just gonna
his
put this
pocket?
between the foot in the pocket and the hard drive in his face. I'm just like, no.
Hey friends, it is Wednesday. Yes, it's Wednesday. Sorry, what is time? It's Wednesday, midday. Had a slow morning. I just made my iced coffee from home. So I use 1 Chiaro pod and I throw some unsweetened almond milk in there. I've got this little straw I stole from Starbucks. This is my first homemade iced coffee that I've had, I think, since like the fall. It's good. It's good. It's not like coffee shop coffee good, but approaching that. Anyway, I had therapy last night and it was much needed. It was really, really good. We talked a lot about like my recent dating anxiety, and she just helped me recognize the way that my anxiety is like protective, and just stay curious about like what it's trying to tell me and ways of responding to that anxiety, where I'm like taking care of myself and like doing what I need to do for myself rather than being so focused on what other people are thinking about me, if they're thinking about me. So that was really helpful and good. And then we had a fun night in. Ethan and I watched Love on the Spectrum season 3, which I'm a huge Love on the Spectrum stan. I've seen every season of the American version, every season of the Australian version. I ride for those guys. I love seeing Connor back. I'm obsessed with him. He may be one of my favorite characters on the show, like ever, and I just love his family. I could watch season upon season of him just dating. So, had a long afternoon of sessions, but I'm feeling a little bit better. I had the thought this morning as I was brushing my teeth, I was like, when it comes to ghosting, if Taylor Swift had never been ghosted by Maddie Healy back in 2023, then she never would have written Tortured Poets Department. And that's like one of my top 3 favorite Taylor Swift albums that has meant so much to me. So Sometimes good things can come from being ghosted. And this is my period of life where I'm being ghosted left and right. So maybe good things will come out of this period of life for me too. Just like Tortured Poets Department emerged from that dark period in her life. So that's my reframe of the day. All right, team, get ready with me as I quickly get ready for my date tonight. I don't have much time because we're meeting in Studio City, and that's a 21-minute drive away, and I just finished session. Yeah, so I'm in a bit of a fluster rush, but going on a date tonight with Daniel, who I've mentioned on here before. I've been seeing him since June. Shout out to Daniel. He watches these vlogs and is a subscriber, loyal subscriber, so bless him. And a consistent king when it comes to texting, which you all know I have learned some lessons in the past few weeks about just how important that is. I knew it was important, but never have I been more grateful for consistent texters. Ugh. Freshened up the powder, freshened up the blush. Now we're going to freshen up my ColourPop Cream Gel Liner. What color is this actually? Oh, Brouhaha. Yep. An old faithful. Love this stuff. It's been not too crazy of a day actually. I only had 3 sessions. One of them canceled. It was just really hot in my office. I was starting to get a little faint in my last session. She got up to let her dog out, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna turn my AC on because I'm boiling. I'm Bob boiling. It's like 85 degrees here. I was like, damn, it's hot. But anyway, I'm putting on my Maybelline Sky High in brown. What else do I have to tell you? Okay, so I'm not like fully off the dating wagon. I know I said earlier in this vlog, I'm done with dating. I hate all of these men. Well, my therapist was like, girl, calm down. She said, we're not gonna just abandon ship because things got hard. You're building a muscle that is your distress tolerance for dating. And so you're going to get back on the horse and know your worth. Take care of yourself, treat yourself kindly, and find people who treat you better. And I was like, okay. So in hindsight, I think that that's a good idea. And I'm excited to see Daniel tonight because he's always been someone that's treated me with a lot of respect. And sometimes I can catastrophize and be like, all men are shit. And then I'm like, no, your boyfriend is an angel sent from heaven. Daniel's a lovely bloke. You need to chill. And I've actually been talking to some not horrible people on Field in the past couple of days. One guy actually who went to BU too and lived in the same building as I did freshman year, and we had some mutual friends. So that was kind of crazy. That was some tea. I'm trying to pick up my eyebrow pencil with my toes right now, and it's really not working, but I'm determined. Come on. No, we're gonna do this. I want you to see me have this win. Ah! Oh, I did it. Woohoo! Okay, anything else? The hair's looking good. I actually don't think I need to zhuzh up the hair at all. It's been a good hair day. I'm really liking how my eyebrows look. They look so fluffy. I'm like Lily Collins, who? We have enough blush. And then perfume is in my purse. Powder's in my purse. Yeah. Oh, I'll show you the fit. I'll show you the fit check. Alrighty, it's fit check time. Wearing my classic Old Navy linen, button up the back tank, my Old Navy linen palazzo pants. No, they're like linen flowy pants. And then I'm gonna throw this denim. This I actually got on Amazon, shocker, not from Old Navy. Throw this denim over it. I love to wear a little denim like off the shoulder like this. And then if I get cold, I actually put it on. And then I'll show you the shoes. Where did I get these? Oh, these are Target, little Target flats. And then the sunglasses, the bag. I bring this everywhere with me. It's not especially fashionable, but God, it's great for carrying things. So this is the look for tonight. Ready to have a little Thai food, maybe a little cocktail. Have a fun time. Happy Friday, friends. I made it through the work week. I just finished my last session. And yeah, I'm chilling. I'm so excited for the weekend. This week actually flew by, and I feel like it's been a lot of emotional highs and lows. I started out the week feeling so like anxious and blech about the whole ghosting situation, but now I'm feeling like so good heading into the weekend and like back to myself. And yeah, last night was really fun. I saw Daniel, we got Thai food. We watched that show, The Studio. He showed it to me. He was like, you'll love this. And it was really funny with Seth Rogen and Catherine O'Hara. It was so iconic in that. I'm a huge Schitt's Creek fan and like love the Christopher Guest movies. So whatever she's in, I write for her in that. Oh yeah, I have a date tomorrow with the guy that I mentioned earlier who went to BU. So that should be fun. He seems pretty cool so far. Fingers crossed. But then tomorrow is just gonna be a lot of kind of like errands, and we're getting a shelving container for our kitchen. And yeah, just kind of getting things done. I gotta do some laundry. Tonight, Ethan and I are going to watch Love on the Spectrum. Maybe we'll finish that. And I've got to catch up with Survivor because I am behind. And I listened to a Survivor podcast, and I'm like 2 episodes behind on that. So I'm like, gotta keep up. Again, you guys, I treat reality TV like it's homework. Not in like a bad way, but when I'm behind, I'm like, all right, put it on the to-do list. Like, we gotta get it done. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys, I got, oh, and then I have to give Petey a bath. Maybe I'll show that too. That's always an event. Oops, I just said it out loud and he looked at me because he knows that word. He hates ABATH more than anything. I also got these shorts from Old Navy. They're like a high-waisted A-line, wait, what is it? High-rise curvy baggy short. Lord knows I'm curvy down there, so hopefully these will work. I will give you the fit check when I try them on. Okay, fam. What do we think? Okay, they're not too tight on the tongue. They're definitely high-waisted, but they've got like enough space. I haven't done the squat test yet, but we'll have to do that. They're long. They're a 5-inch inseam, so that's definitely on the longer side of the shorts that I own, but no chafing. They're definitely A-line too, which I like. Let's see, I gotta do the squat test. Ooh, nice. That's a good squat test. They really come up high when you sit down, but they definitely pass the squat test. I hope that they don't shrink in the wash, because those barrel leg pants I tried on for you a couple vlogs ago, they shrunk in the wash, and that really wasn't the vibe. They still fit, but they just don't fit as well as when I first tried them on. But I am liking these. I think they're cute. I actually don't think they're too long. Initially I was like, oh, should I like cut them a little bit? Well, maybe that still would be cute. Okay, they're cute rolled up. Look at that. I feel like I'm going to like a clam bake in the Northeast when I roll them up. I don't know why. Anyway, okay, those are cute. It's a nice little Friday treat. Cool. Okay, we're gonna get you nice and wet. Nice and wet, nice and wet. Let's get that little fluffy tail wet. Yeah, so good. You're so good. You're so great. Thank you for food. Thank you for food.
brave boy. What a brave boy. You're so good. You're so good. You were so stinky and you're gonna smell so clean. I know. Look at that dirty little tail on your bum bum. Yeah. So, oh, we're not torturing you. You're brave. Look at your sweaty little armpits.
He's just having a hard time staying up.
Oh yeah, it's slippery. I forgot. Mommy forgot.
Probably. I want to just put him
Rinse.
paws down.
Rinse. The water's so warm and nice. Okay, let's get that little testicle. Yeah. Almost done. Okay, oh crap, Mommy needs a towel. Will you go get it?
Yeah.